I just thought, is it that other women aren't doing these things, that they're not climbing the highest mountains, they're not rowing around countries, whatever it is, or is it that we're not hearing their stories?
It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next guest, author, endurance athlete, and former BBC presenter, Louise Minchin. Hello, Louise.
Oh gosh, I'm having such fun at this festival. I mean, I'm not a big festival goer. It turns out that I am a mountain festival goer. That's what I've been looking for in my life.
So good to hear. So your first time in Kendal Mountain Festival, brilliant.
Yeah.
And what have you been up to so far?
I was talking yesterday about my book. It's called Fearless, can you tell? And so I was talking, and then the most fun thing after the talk was I've got these brilliant women in the book, and some of them were here, and we went out way too late last night, which was just brilliant. We met lots of people in the pub that we didn't know. They all chat a lot like I do. And then today I did the run as well.
Very impressed that you made it to the start line of the 10K trail, and how was that?
Well, I did know that it was really tough, and whoever told me it was really tough was right. I started at the back because that's a comfortable place for me to start. I got around the first corner and it just goes straight up.
Beast Banks.
Oh, is that what it's called? Beast Banks.
Yeah, it's an infamous hill in Kendal, Beast Banks. So
wow. Well,
well done.
Yeah, I got to the top of that. But no, it was really, really brilliant. The trails were fantastic. It was really misty, so quite moody up there. And I sort of like that. So we couldn't see what I understand are amazing views. But it was brilliant and properly traily, slippery, and I didn't fall, which was my major achievement of the day. And I didn't come last.
Well done.
All good.
And you're here with your new book, Fearless. So Can you tell us how why you decided to do that project?
So it's called Fearless Adventures with Extraordinary Women. And the reason I wanted to write it was because I'm really interested. I'm a journalist and I have been for many, many years. But the stories I particularly like are stories about being brave and endeavour and intrepid and courageous. And I noticed after 20 years of sitting on the famous BBC Breakfast Red Sofa that a lot of those stories, the majority, always had men at the heart of them. And I just thought, well, is it that women aren't doing these things? Because I call myself an endurance athlete. I only took up sport again age 45. So it's a late thing for me. But I just thought, is it that other women aren't doing these things, that they're not climbing the highest mountains, they're not rowing around countries, whatever it is? Or is it that we're not hearing their stories? So the answer is in that book. There are fantastic, strong, brave, courageous women out there, and you'll know lots, and everybody watching this will know lots, and they could have all been in the book. But I just wanted to celebrate their stories and have a book which is just about a different type of role model. And I loved doing it. It was a passion project, and I've loved meeting the women who are in it. And there's a gang of us here, and what was really emotional about last night was how engaged people are with their stories, and that's what I'd hoped, and it's really been so exciting to be able to do that.
Yeah, so for anyone who wasn't in the room last night, the energy was just incredible. It was
fun,
wonderful.
Wasn't it?
And you didn't just write the book, you went on an adventure with every single one of those women.
Yeah.
So, which was your favourite one?
Well, so I decided, because you could have done it on Zoom, couldn't I? I could have just interviewed them on Zoom, and it would have been much less time consuming, but much less fun. So I wanted to go and do what they loved with them, because I think then you really get to the heart of what people are like. And I mean, I love adventure, so what an incredible experience. Yes, we did lots of different things. I cycled across Argentina, for example. I did a brilliant walk, which was really hard, across Dartmoor, from south to north. We did that I think it's normally a 3-day walk. We did it in 2. That was harder than doing an Ironman distance triathlon. I found that. But my favourite was with Kath Pendleton, who's an amazingly brilliant ice swimmer. So she's got a Guinness World Record for swimming the southernmost ice mile in the Antarctic in her swimming costume. And she and I went free diving, which is new to me. Amazing, incredible, very dangerous sport. So you need to be a qualified free diver. And we went free diving under ice in Finland, and it blew my mind. It was so extremely scary, but I absolutely loved it. And we're going back basically this year.
Fantastic.
Next year we're going back again to do it.
I'm excited, but you're not new to endurance. You're
no
a triathlete.
I am. It's so funny. So when you look back in life, well, you get to my age, you look back in life, and. So I am a GB team triathlete in my age group, and I qualified for, I think it was in the end, I did 6 world and European championships.
Wow.
And
Incredible.
it was really fun. I mean, really hard. But the camaraderie you get when you go and do something like that is absolutely fabulous. I'm not competing in the team anymore because it's great, you know, it's really, you know, they're very, very fast athletes, and I'm kind of getting more into what I call like trail running today, really being out in the environment rather than racing, really just enjoying myself. Like today was just an epic, brilliant trail run, and I will remember that for many years to come.
So is it, rather than the particular sport, is it kind of the experience of being with people?
It's being outside, I think.
outside?
Being outside and pushing yourself and challenging yourself. And meeting other people. I mean, today I had a great laugh with lots of people at the back because I'd taken some Kendal mint cake because I'm queen of snacks.
Brilliant.
I am. My book is full of snacks, by the way. I'm surprised I haven't got any with me today. In fact, I'm probably
we've got some
due.
over there, you can take some on the way.
So it's camaraderie, it's challenge. I think you learn so much about challenging yourself, putting yourself in difficult environments, which helps you in other parts of your life. You really do. You know, once you've dived in the dark under ice, you are much more capable of doing tough things that you don't realize it when you're, you know, yes, like today's race a few years ago, I would have really probably struggled, and I'm just like, just lean in, just enjoy. Yeah, it might be painful, I might fall over. I didn't, amazing, but just there's so much enjoyment, and then you can take that and be stronger in other parts of your life, more resilient, more determined, and more confident.
Yeah. And fearless.
Yeah, well, fear is a good thing. It stops you doing really, really dangerous things. But yeah, and fearless though.
So you took a big gap from sport for many years, I believe.
I took a 30-year gap.
30-year gap. So, and
You're probably not even 30.
I am. But thank you. And our theme here at the festival this year is joy. And I guess
joy.
you're all about empowering women and finding joy in the outdoors.
Yesterday was so joyful. I think that's the thing that we it doesn't matter how old you are, what your background is, you know, what shape you are, what size you are, what anything. That's the thing, the kind of theme in my book. You know, you can find joy out there. You can find something that you're passionate about that is part of your identity, and being I mean, it's just extraordinary to me. Look, you know, 10 years after taking up sport again, I would call myself an endurance athlete, but I am.
Absolutely.
And it's sort of really kind of, you know, it's a change in my identity, which is really, really important. But I think it's joyful for me. Today was about joy. You know, I didn't find my friends at the start of the race, but I'm like, do you know what? This is just going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's where my joy is.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
What's coming next for you?
Oh gosh. Well, Kath is making me. Kath Pendleton is. We're going to go ice diving again.
Fantastic.
Which will be really cool. And you see, the thing is, I don't really like running, but I really like trail running.
Because you've just done the London Marathon this year, right?
Yeah, I did London Marathon with my daughter, which was amazing.
Aww.
But I think there is something, because I'm not a very good runner, but I think trails are really good for me because you can actually walk on the hills.
Yeah, it takes the pressure away from the
There's
time.
no pressure, is there?
It's all about the environment and the community.
So having always thought that I wouldn't do, I mean, I always think if I was going to do running, I would do trail running. I absolutely loved it. So today could be one of those little moments in my life when I go, yeah, maybe more trails.
Fantastic. That's brilliant to hear.
Long trails.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
It's been such a joy. It really has.